If you're using a Mac at that a base model like I am using right now, you always have a problem like this. So here you can see my storage is almost full. It won't take a long time before it's actually completely full. So how do you improve your storage without actually having to do much? Let's get started. First thing, you want to turn on iCloud. For the first time, you may not want to put your data on cloud, but once you understand its conveniences, it's very easy to do so. So let's go to settings. In settings, by default, you'll come to general and then you want to go to storage. And over here, you can see my storage is almost full. So here what you can do is click on store in iCloud and then go through the setup process. It's probably just 2 clicks. And now we are storing in iCloud. But we also want to make sure that we are optimizing for it. Sometimes it may log out on its own. So here you can see items on the desktop have been moved to a desktop called desktop and my MacBook Air. So it has taken all the folders on my Mac and then created an archive folder on iCloud. So here you can see it's actually on cloud now. So here I can click on the open Apple account settings, and you can see my storage is actually being used in iCloud. If I click on manage over here, you can see how much data is currently available. Now, it can be very annoying because this is just 5 GB that you can actually use. So in this case, you can just use Google Drive or OneDrive. Now, it is agreeable that it is a bit annoying, but that is what you can do. Another thing you can do is just move your files to iCloud. So again, if I just go to systems and storage, you can see a lot of these files are also documents. So if I just go to documents and if I'm to move these files to iCloud, then you are probably in for a surprise, because the data it's actually physically storing in your hard drive is now on cloud and you can access it anywhere. Then you also want to make sure that you're cleaning up the system cache and the application cache. So these are the files that you often visit, and these are just going to be stored so that it's very easy for you to access and it's quicker. So for that, you want to be in Finder, click on Go, and once you're in Go, click on Go to folder. Once you're in Go, you want to type in /library/caches and then hit enter, and you can see we have all these files that are there. Now these are all the cache files, so these are all the temporary files that the application and the system have created. So you can just go ahead, select one or maybe two. Let's say I want to delete this. I can just press command plus delete, and here you can see it's gone. Alternatively, I can just press command plus A to select all of them and then command plus delete to delete all of them. So here you can see we have deleted all the cache files. So what will this do is it's going to create new cache files, and in turn the ones that were not required, the ones that were older, are going to be wiped away. So your application and your system is going to run a bit faster. Another thing you can do is just use an external drive. External SSDs are way cheaper to buy and use when you compare it to Apple's pricing. Apple's pricing is simply ridiculous. So instead of buying a very expensive 1 TB laptop, you can just buy a maybe 512 or 256 GB laptop and then use an external drive. So that is going to be much quicker. So you could just use it as a cold storage. The files that you actually need could be on your laptop, and the files that you don't access often can just live in your hard drive, and that is going to make your life so much easier. But yeah, you have to carry the hard drive around. If you use this application, which is going to be Time Machine, it is also going to be very annoying. If you use Time Machine, it is also going to eat up into your storage because it is continuously backing up your storage. So the storage that it has already backed up or isn't the latest version, you want to probably delete. How do you delete that? Well, you can just go to the terminal. Once you're in sh, you want to type in sudo, and after that you want to type in this command with about 10 zeros after 1, and then you want to hit enter. Now it's going to ask you for a password. So before this, I should tell you, if you're using a non-admin account, this isn't going to work. You may have to convert your account into an admin account, restart your Mac, and then get it to work. But it will require the password of the account that you're currently using and not the admin account. So let's type in our password, and here you can see thinned local snapshot. So the snapshots or the images that the Time Machine had saved is now deleted. So let's see if it's work. So we can just close this, go to system settings and storage, and I think about 3 GB is deleted. So that is very helpful, especially if you're using a 256 GB Mac. Then you want to make sure that you're deleting all the duplicate and the large folders. So what can you do for this? You can just go to the Finder. In Finder, you can click on search. Once you're in Finder, you want to click command plus F, and here you can see advanced search has popped up, and now you want to put in a filter. In kind, you want to go to other, then type in file size, and here you can see file size. Check this and click on OK, and then equals to, instead of that we are going to go greater than, we are going to put 1 and then GB. So every file that is bigger than 1 GB is going to pop up here, and if it's not necessary, you can just delete it, and it's going to clear up a lot of storage on your Mac. So that is very helpful as well. You want to also delete duplicate files and folders. So here I have one, I'm just going to put it in the trash and I'm going to delete it. So that is also important, because sometimes we do not realize that we are creating the same file multiple times. So that is very important that you delete it. And then you want to uninstall unused applications. Then again, for that you can go to Finder. In applications, you can see all the applications that are available. Let's say I don't use this iMovie app. I'm just going to drag it to trash. I'll have to put in my password and then hit enter, and that application is now gone. Once I empty the trash, my storage is going to be a lot more emptier. And obviously don't forget to empty your trash. So here you can see I've emptied my trash. Now it's deleting a lot of items, so it may take some time. Another thing we do is download a lot of stuff, and sometimes we don't even need that stuff. For that, you can just again go to Finder, then go to downloads, and here you can see all the downloaded folders that you have. If you don't need the folder in particular, you can see I have a iMovie library that is about 28 GB, and it's going to really eat into my SSD because it's just 256 GB. I can just press command plus delete and delete it, and that is gone. So I don't need to worry about it anymore. So these were a few tips to help you relieve your Mac's storage. How do you find this video? Please do let me know. Do drop a like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.